Okay, so I'm going to go over all the different subtypes. So there's 3 of them. So first, they are called 3 different things. There is social, and that is for every type. There is a subtype called social, and then there's one called one-to-one, also known as sexual. Slash
What?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
slash intimate. It doesn't mean like yeah, it doesn't like it really doesn't mean it like in a physical sense. Like it literally is just like I'll get into it out more, but it's really hard to explain without doing that. Or the last one is called self-preservation.
Okay.
And so social doesn't have another name. Self-preservation doesn't have another name. The only one that has interchangeable names are sexual slash intimate slash one-to-one.
Are all 3 of these subtypes the same subtypes for every type?
Yes.
So like these 3 subtypes are the same type? Like they're the same for 1s as it would be for 2s, as it would be for 3s?
Yes. They just look different.
Right.
Yeah. But they all 3 fall under each number. And so just like we went over wings and how they had their own names, the subtypes have their own names as well, their own nicknames. Well, like different resources will give them nicknames and things like that. So I'm going to read these 3 and then tell me which one you think you are.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one is, quote, the zealous one. This one is the one-to-one. It says, ones with a dominant one-to-one instinct are the reason we hear of ones being, quote, the reformers. And they're also the reason some ones can look like 8s, feeling secure in their 1 or 2 intimate relationships. This one looks outward at boldly improving the world around them. This one is much more likely to express anger outwardly than the other 2 subtypes, making them the counter type. So now I'm going to read what a 1-wing 9 and what a 1-wing 2 would look like under this subtype.
Okay.
So we're on the one-to-one. So 1-wing 9, a 9-wing will temper this one's fire, making them look a lot like a 9-wing 8. This subtype slash wing combo may have a lot of inner conflict as they try to be good, keep the peace, and reform the world. 1-wing 2, a 2-wing will make this one even more focused on the well-being of their couple close relationships, and they can look even more like an 8 that goes to a 2 in growth. A 2-wing will only add to the subtype's boldness and oftentimes more extroverted energy. So that was the zealous one. And the next one is,
so they're pretty just summary, just like ballpark, they're very what?
Go
get them.
Yeah, they're just a lot more bold.
Like 2 relationships.
Yeah.
They're not very like.
They're more focused on externally in the world. How can I make things
mission.
better and different?
The mission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the next one's called the teacher one.
The what?
The teacher one. Like it's called the teacher.
What subtype is that?
It is the social one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's called the teacher, like as its nickname. Ones with a dominant social instinct take their perfectionist angst and use it to teach others by both being an example and physically teaching others how to do something, quote, the right way. These ones focus more on their place within social circles and are generally much more friendly and laid back than the other 2 subtypes. 1-wing 9, a 9-wing will make the subtype more cautious about how they approach teaching others. Knowing it may come off as critical, this draw to teach, but overthinking how it will be taken can cause a lot of anxiety in this subtype. Usually, as they watch people do something, they wish they were bold enough to teach them to do better. This anxiety can make them mistype as a 6 or a 9. 1-wing 2. A 2-wing will give this subtype even more charm and sweetness as they lead others into doing things the way they think they should be done. Not only general imperfections, but also relationship strife that could have been handled better will stick out to this subtype slash wing combo. It is uncommon for a 1-wing 2 to mistype as a 2-wing 1, So if you're confused, reflect on the arrows, which we're going to talk about in a second. So that was the social one, also known as the teacher one.
Okay.
And then the last one, the perfectionist one, which is the self-preservation one. Ones who have a dominant self-preservation instinct are true perfectionists. Their inner critic is hard at work on their appearance, finances, eating habits, etc. These ones are not critical of others as they are of themselves. The Enneagram worldwide calls this subtype either highly anxious or highly self-controlled. That's funny. 1 wing 9. A 9 wing may give the subtype a little less energy, but if anything, it only makes them more focused on the things they have rules about and procrastinate about everything else, making them look very focused, driven, and responsible. 1 wing 2. A 2 wing can make the subtype feel conflicted between serving others and protecting themselves. This may be the very tension their inner critic chooses to pick on them about and may lead them to believe they're a 2 because their thoughts are very relational. So yeah, that was the last one.
Interesting.
That's kind of a lot of information.
Yeah. I'm already forgetting what you said. No, I'm just kidding. I definitely think I'm the second one.
Yeah.
What is it? The social? The teacher?
Yeah.
Wait, so
that's both.
Which one's the sexual one?
That was the first one we went over.
What?
The zealous one. So
okay.
It said like they focus on fewer relationships, so it's more intimate. They're only focused on intimate relationships. That's why it's called that. So the
zealous was under the sexual / intimate category.
Yeah.
Social subtype was the teacher category. And then what was it? What was the last one?
The perfectionist one.
But what was the subtype?
Self-preservation.
Self-preservation, yeah. I definitely think I would fall under the social one. I think I'm relatively okay at knowing my place.
Yeah.
In a social setting. More than like a typical one where they're just like, I'm oblivious to social things and like, this is how it is and hear me out. You know, like I'm aware that like, if I want to speak something out that may go against the grain, like it's going to be taken, pretty harshly. Yeah. That's why I think I get a lot of anxiety when I think about telling someone the truth when it could hurt their feelings. Yeah. So, and I do enjoy, assuming I have the knowledge to teach truth, like if I feel like I know something to be true and I see someone else who doesn't know that and they're asking me for advice, I love teaching. In that way, not for my benefit, but for theirs. Yeah. I love that. Because someone did that for me, Yeah. It's like giving back. I love that. So I definitely think I'm a 2.
How kind.
Or not a 2. I'm
the second
option.
The teacher
I'm a type 1, and I use a 9 wing more. And I would say within my subtype, I'm a social.
There you go.
The social subtype, which is also known as the teacher.